want to get your insight on this. And again, I think I've heard you kind of touch on it, and maybe you've even you touched on it in the book, I believe. So, controversy, or maybe non-controversy, over the history of Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, where, you know, okay, Rorion comes to the United States, but the story of jiu-jitsu, maybe in Brazil, you know, there were other people doing jiu-jitsu. There were other families doing jiu-jitsu. Yeah, it's, breaking news. We're gonna breaking news.
Right.
You know, so and you know, I guess, what are your thoughts on those other stories? I mean, it's kind of like, you know, you just hear the Gracie. If you just hear the Gracie side of it, it almost sounds like they invented jiu-jitsu, where there, you know, there were other people doing jiu-jitsu, and, you know, who changed? Is it Maeda? Was it Maeda, right, in Brazil? So who, you know, other people obviously would have trained with Maeda, and then they went off and did their version of jiu-jitsu. Do you have any thoughts on that? You know, again, controversy or non-controversy?
Well, you know that there's a controversy behind it, because Robert Drysdale wrote a book.
Okay.
And I think he has a documentary also. And, you know, and I spoke to Robert after I heard him on Gracie Jiu-Jitsu Rocks with Marty Josie. So I had a conversation about a week after, and he was telling me, he says, Richard, you know, he said a little bit about what was going on in Brazil. He said they weren't the only ones. One of the things it seems like to me, you know, because there was also that book written by Carlos Gracie's daughter or granddaughter. You know, it's a huge, thick book that I read part of. And the family seems like it was much more divided than I originally thought when I met Rorion. I thought they were one big, happy, united family. And, you know, like myself, Rorion is a storyteller. And I hear different things than what he told me. So the only thing that I can really say for sure is what happened after he got here. Because there's so much, I wasn't there. I don't know if it's stuff that he's made up or was told to him by his father. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what happened on the other side. Obviously, they're the ones that did the most marketing. Just like, I think it was Hielsen that was in San Francisco before Rorion. And I just saw a video recently of him doing jiu-jitsu in the park. Supposedly it was in 1975, which is 4 years before I started. So I don't know if he was training people. I don't know if the person he was training is the first student of jiu-jitsu in this country. But it doesn't matter, because no one has stepped out of the, you know, oh yeah, I took a class from him up in San Francisco in 1974. Or 5 or 6 or 7. No one said anything. And so I only know what happened after he got here.
Gotcha.